While Guthix Sleeps was RuneScape's first ever GrandMaster Quest, featuring an iconic storyline and NPCs.
Come on, boys!
So, given the time since its original release and the hype surrounding its return to old school RuneScape, you'd think that Jagex would have something special planned for the players. And they did, but it wasn't what anyone expected. Now, I'm not getting into quest specifics, this is a spoiler-free video after all, but I do want to talk about Tormented Demons and all of the things that have gone wrong in a very short space of time. Tormented Demons are a returning feature from the quest, a creature that was unique for its time, as it could attack with all combat styles and use protection prayers according to your style, forcing you to bring a mix of combat styles. Of course, old school RuneScape ended up with its own style of this creature after Monkey Madness 2. Demonic Gorillas. So during the Jagex live streams where While Guthix Sleeps was originally teased, they brought up that issue. You know, God forbid they release two monsters with exactly the same mechanics, right? This is what they had to say.
Should they retain their original mechanics or should they have something new? Our thinking is that we give them new mechanics and new drops to set them apart from similar content.
In hindsight, Jagex should have probably just been honest and said, you know what guys? Fuck it, we're just going to keep them exactly the same. Because in reality, they are no different from Demonic Gorillas. Sure, there's some minor mechanical differences and the combat levels vary, plus there is a huge difference in hit points. 600 is a meaty number. That's more hit points than a lot of bosses around the game. That's fine though, right? At least their drop table probably more than makes up for it. Oh, buddy. Oh no. No. Let's talk about issue number 2. Tormented Demons in RuneScape 3, or whatever they call it now, were for a very long time one of the best moneymakers in the game. Fast forward over a decade and old school RuneScape's Tormented Demons have this as their drop table. Yeah, take it in for a second, okay? Let it breathe. That is one magic short bow, one rune dagger, one battle staff. If you're lucky, you might get 3 ashes. GrandMaster Quest, by the way. Now, it is important to acknowledge that not every new activity or piece of endgame content needs to churn out GP. As of the time of this video, bond prices are at an all-time high of 14 mil. Okay, let's pump the brakes on the economy a little bit. After all, it's only really the unique drops that matter, right? Monkey Madness 2 gave us Demonic Gorillas, which were great GP, sure, but they also dropped the gems to make the best-in-slot jewelry. Dragon Slayer 2 gave us a best-in-slot range cape item, as well as an incredibly reliable money-making boss. Song of the Elves gave us Prifddinas and some of the best ranged gear in the game. And of course, Desert Treasure 2 gave us best-in-slot rings and a shiny new axe. So, what does While Guthix Sleep offer this time around? Demon Bane weapons. Now, I just want to throw my own personal opinion in the mix quickly. I think these new weapons are great. The rebranded names are much better than their original, and they look kind of cool. But personal opinion aside, these weapons are far from best in slot, except in very niche situations. This is kind of on brand with Jagex not wanting to introduce too much power creep into the game, and good for them. That's a healthy thing for the game, but there are some problems. Problems that players have taken to Reddit about, plastered all over social media, resulting in Jagex cancelling their recent live stream to address said issues. First of all, and this one probably isn't going to change, but the drop rates of the new unique items are pretty diabolical, to be honest. I'm not talking about the bone claws because let's just let them meme themselves out of existence, okay? They are not worth the price tag right now. The new Demon Bane weapons, which are created from the unique drop from Tormented Demons, the Tormented Synapse, work out around 20 hours of in-game time for just one of these niche Demon Bane weapons. And that's not even factoring in the time to travel there, which currently is a massive pain in the arse. There were also some interesting interactions when it came to the Tormented Demon's aggression.
Where's he going? Jagex! Jagex! Oh, I just KO'd this guy! Oh, that's too good. I take it back, Jagex, keep this.
Oh, that's even better to watch back after it happened. Linked to the slightly scuffed mechanics of these NPCs is a potential game-breaking bug. Going back some time now, Gudi made a couple of videos on some game-breaking bugs regarding delayed damage and quote-unquote safe deaths. These resulted in some pretty crafty ways to potentially PK or lure unsuspecting players into risking their gear in assumingly safe areas of the game. Despite Gudi's video coming out after Jagex had patched the problems associated with them, it doesn't look like they covered everything. The Bone Claws are a new drop from Tormented Demons, which are like the Dragon Claws but from Wish. They can also apply a burning effect, which deals damage over time. Now, this community member on Reddit explained that while they were testing these new claws with a group of friends in the Clan Wars portal, they died sometime later at the Tormented Demons, resulting in one of those other players getting their loot key and taking a huge amount of their gear from them. Now, I'm no expert, so I don't fully understand how this still hasn't been fixed, but I know that it has something to do with instances of damage not being cleared from one activity to another. So if you have been doing any form of PvP, be extra careful when you move on to do something else. I don't know, man. Jagex spaghetti code strikes again. That is, in a nutshell, right? As I said earlier though, Jagex did cancel their post-launch live stream so that they could put a blog post out about some of the issues. They've addressed the pretty shoddy loot tables at Tormented Demons and may change these, but erring on the side of caution rather than an overly generous loot table. They originally changed the name of the Burning Claws to the Bone Claws and are now changing them back to the Burning Claws, so, you know, fair enough. A teleport to finally get to the Guthixian temple quicker, thank God for that. They have made a bunch of hotfixes that were affecting things in other areas of the game, and of course the random aggro swapping of the Tormented Demons. And on the slightly more comical side, they're looking at changing some of the NPC models. You know, Lucian wasn't looking too menacing for a Madrat that was planning to kind of take over the whole world. And this NPC, I mean, I don't need to say anymore, do I? Fingers crossed for any of you out there grinding Tormented Demons for the new Tormented Synapse. It is still sitting pretty high at the time of this video. Good luck to any of you gamers out there. Please don't forget to drop a like on this video. And if you're not subscribed, consider it. It's a totally free way to support me and I would massively appreciate you. Hope you all have a good day and I will catch you all soon.